Just wanna make you feel good.
Hey everybody, Brandon Shiga here for week 1 of Java 2. Gonna go over my project really quick and then I'll show you guys what it looks like on the phone and answer the questions. So my main application, or my main activity rather, in my onCreate, this is where I have all my buttons in my text view, in my list view, all created. I have 3 onClick listeners, but only one of them does anything right now because the other 2 are just for searching, which we haven't done yet. So my first onClick listener here, this is where I set up my intent. I checked the connection status with a method I created that just returns a boolean. If it's connected, it's true. If not, it's false. And then if it's true, I run the intent. If it's false, I put a message up that's saying that there is no internet connection. It's pulling from the local storage. And then I use my singleton to get the data from the file. And then I call my display data method. So here's my custom handler I made to get rid of the contacts leak. I honestly don't know why this keeps telling me it's unused when it's right here, but I guess it's unused, maybe? I don't know. It's not an error, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Here in my handle message, this is where I get my object back. So I do my try, and then I get the object as a response, and I call my display data. Here's where I instantiate my handler. And then here's my display data function, which sets up my hash map. So I pull in a string, which is the response from the API, and then I get the first object, which is an array. I loop through the array and I get the game, the viewers, and the streamer's name. And then here I add the display map, or my hash map rather, to the list, set up the adapter, and then I set the adapter for the list view. Here's my service, so here's my onHandle intent. Basically I create my bundle, my messenger, and then I get the string for the service URL. And then I'm checking it to see if the local storage file exists, so I actually perform the read data function with the singleton to check if to get this file into a string. I check if it's nil. If it's not, then I send the cached version through the messenger. Otherwise, I perform the JSON call. So here's my get JSON right here, which I'll show you guys in a second. And then I perform my store data, which returns a boolean as long as it's stored correctly. So basically this just says if that's true, then I just log this to make sure it's stored correctly. And then I send that result through the messenger. So this is what my JSON, or my getJSON function looks like. Basically, it's just an HTTP URL connection. Then I just put it all into a response using a buffer and return that. So I guess really quick I'll go through my data store singleton as well. So it just has 2 methods, one called store data, which takes into context the file name and the data. I set originally to false, and then I try to write the file. If it does, I set it to true, and then I just return the result. So if it doesn't get here, it just is false. And there's my read data, which takes into context and the file name, and this just uses the input stream to read the files, and then it returns the string. So here's what it looks like on the phone. So it's not the prettiest. I'm not very aesthetic or design savvy at all, so basically when you click these 2 buttons, are the search streams and the search streamers are disabled for now. When you click reset data, it pulls the list from the local storage because I already know it exists there. So here's my entire stream list. So it tells the streamer's name, the game that they're currently streaming, and then how many viewers are watching them at the moment. Now if I close the app and I put airplane mode on, and I'll open the app back up, you guys will see that it says no internet connection, pulling local data, and it still pulls it. So that's pulling from the local storage. I'll go over the questions here really quick. So what did I do for my first project? Basically, it's just an app that searches the Twitch TV API, which if you guys aren't familiar with Twitch TV, it's just a video game streaming service. People basically get paid to play video games. How do I feel about services versus async? I think services are way better because you can send data between services and activities, which is really seamless. So you don't really have to create like an entire new class, I guess, for an async and then make all new variables for it. How do the lessons affect my outlook? I wish I knew about hash maps in the last class, because I think it definitely looks way better on this app than what I had for the last one, where it's basically just a string. The whole, like, the streamer, the game, and the viewers were all one long string that all got placed in a row. But I think this is way better and way easier to see. What would you have done differently? Not much. Probably just made it look prettier, I guess. I don't really know what I would do, though. I made the labels the same color as like the Twitch TV logo, so I thought that was kind of clever. And then a few things that could use more clarification. The only thing I wasn't really clear about, and I asked the professor, was if we pulled from the local storage only if there was no internet connection, rather than checking if the file existed in the service, and if it doesn't, then make the call. So that's just one thing I needed clarification on, but it was pretty simple. So yeah, guys, that's my video for week 1, and I'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.
This is what I do, and now it's your turn.